everybody. Welcome back to What We're Watching, a podcast to keep your eye on. We're your hosts. I'm Reese Potter.
And I'm Ava Potter.
And you have us oh, together with our new guest. Welcome.
Hello. Hi. Can you guys hear me well?
Yes.
Amazing, amazing.
Wow. Okay. Well, you just caught us in the middle of our introduction. We are about to say welcome to our podcast today, everybody. We have the wonderful Kyron joining us
Hello.
to discuss one of the biggest things that have happened this past weekend. Something that I think everybody has been waiting for as long as I can possibly remember. It feels like literally forever ago that the last movie came out.
Oh yeah, everyone was looking forward to it. Last movie.
Yeah.
I was. I know I
I
was.
feel like the last one came out in what, 21? 22?
Yeah, sometime
22. I think it was 22.
a while
Because,
ago, yeah.
Kyron, do you remember the Regal Hollywood movie theater downtown in Springfield?
No. Yeah,
No?
but I know what you're talking about. I know the
So
theater.
that was the last time that I saw that. Or that's
I
the
think
when I saw that was the last time, and that place is closed down for quite some time. So
I'm pretty sure that's where I saw it as well, and I was watching it with my old friend group,
yeah,
and we were having a blast the whole time. So it was a while ago.
right.
I
I'm
remember.
pretty sure I called you
Yeah.
because I was the only one
You
in the
were,
movie
yeah.
theater, and Ava had already seen it. But I called her and was on the phone with her the whole time and had like no idea the cameos and who pops up, and I was like, oh my god!
I remember I went and saw it with my friends here in town, and none of them knew really anything about Spider-Man at all. But like me the whole time, like, because I obviously like knew what was gonna happen. I was sitting like this in my seat watching it, so it was really funny. And then one thing that like was weird that happened in our theater was like the audio cut out when they were on the roof scene, and we were like yelling at like the people like in the back, like, can somebody like fix this and back it up? Because it like
Right.
cut out for like a good like 5 minutes, and we were like, they better fix this or give us our money back because we
Wow.
were so mad.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
When I watched it with my friends, we were all nerds. Like one of them had a Marvel Spider-Man, like we read the comics, everything.
Yes.
And we were watching it, and when Matt Murdock popped up, we were like, "Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God." Like, and then like he caught the brick, and we were like, what the heck is happening?" Like
Yes.
it was great, and the just everything about that movie. Like there are
Totally.
people nowadays who like pick and choose what they don't like and what was wrong with it, but just I like to think back to how I was feeling the first time I ever
Oh yeah.
watched it. It
Oh yeah.
was it was great.
It's epic. So
Oh
if you
yeah.
haven't caught on by now, everybody, we're talking about Spider-Man and the new release of the fourth installment in Tom Holland's Spider-Man universe, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Which honestly, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I get that it's like brand new because nobody knows who Peter Parker is anymore. But I'm like, we had a thing going, Homecoming,
Home,
Far From
yeah.
Home, No Way Home, and it's like Brand New Day. I'm like, come on,
What
like you could have kept it going a little bit.
I just watched something about this. So in the comics, there was Peter Parker, he gets into this trouble with Aunt May about to die, and so he cuts a deal with Mephisto. And he has to sever all of his stuff with MJ. Like he sacrifices his marriage to save Aunt May. And so the next comic after that is called Brand New Day because he's starting his whole new
Oh,
life. And so
yeah.
they're paying homage to that. It's pretty
Okay.
cool.
So
Yeah.
do you read all, have you read most of the comics?
I haven't read them, but I watch a lot of I was just watching their videos today actually. It was Screen Rant's
Oh,
new
yeah,
Rockstar,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like they do the breakdowns. There's this one guy who watches it frame by frame and like
Oh, that's
point
dope.
one screen, like stuff, and he watches all of it. It's really cool. But I would like to say I'm somewhat knowledgeable
Right. I
on
mean,
Spider-Man.
I know, I think of all of us, I know the least amount of Marvel. I love Spider-Man. I'm like the most invested in the Spider-Man universe and what I have to know in order to stay knowledgeable for the Spider-Man universe. And so any of the like comic stuff, I am very lost. I would love to get more involved in. Trust. Ava and I we've had deep discussions about Marvel and everything.
I just remember the first time like I started getting into it. I don't remember what maybe like really jump started me wanting to get in with it, but my dad and I, it was either like after COVID or very beginning of COVID. I was like, let's just watch them all because like Disney Plus had just like released all of them on there, and I was like, let's watch them in chronological order. Like, let's watch them, and that's when I started, and I fell in love right there, and
Oh
they're
my,
so good.
that's amazing. I watched Iron Man for the first time, and I said, this guy is awesome.
Oh
And
yes.
after that, I was like, wow, I'm really into a lot of this stuff. Then I went on the deep dive of here's this comic. This is what happened in this universe. Why is this universe, and this? And like, it was just a web of like connections of what I
Yeah.
want. And I would show you all of my room, but like, I'm a I'm a
Oh,
big
I love it.
like big nerd.
Oh
Like
yes.
I have I love all of it. So once it was finally live action and I knew they were like trying to stick close to the
Sure. Yeah,
comics,
yeah.
it was it jump started me
So
even
much
more.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
totally. I get that. I feel like it's at this point it's really hard because there's so much extra stuff in the Marvel
yes.
universe now that I literally not that long, a couple months ago, sat down and like typed out every single thing that is involved, like from every single era, or what do they call them? The
Phases.
Phases.
phases, and wrote whether it was a short, a TV show, if it was a TV show, how many seasons, if it was a movie, how long the movie was. So I literally spent all this time making that because I was like, I'm determined. Like I'm so determined to do it.
You have a lot of free time on your hand at that
No.
point.
Here's the thing. It was at work. I had nothing to do that day, and so I just sat. I was like, this is what I can pretend to look like I'm doing on my computer all day long,
Right.
working on spreadsheets and looking super important. But low-key, it was just Marvel.
That's funny because I was talking about Shay, and I was talking to Shay and during the credits of Brand New Day, and she said, "Oh, I want to catch up for Doomsday because I want to like know what's happening." And I said, you want all that time to catch up?" And she's
I
like, "It can't be that long." I said, "It's Iron Man, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, Thor, Thor 2, Thor 3, Thor
right,
4, like all of them." And she's like, "What?" And I was like,
but
"There's TV shows." She's like, "I don't need to watch the TV shows." And I said, "Yes, you do, because they could be talking about something in
right.
that."
Yep.
So,
I think I
I
saw that somebody broke it down, and you had to watch like almost 3 hours worth of Marvel content every single day from here until I think what December 18th is when it comes out in
mhm,
order to be fully prepared.
Yeah.
mhm. And I think I saw that on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
And I don't know who has that time. Like it would be like it would feel like homework at that
At
point.
that point, yeah, and that's how I felt making that spreadsheet. And I was like, and I was trying to go through, and I was like, I need somebody else to go through and be like, this is worth it, this is important, this is not, this is worth it, this is important, this is not, because like there's so much.
There's still a lot of things I haven't seen a phase
I
4
I feel like there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff that are like Marvel adjacent. Like to me, the original X-Men is not like because they're now leaning into with this new phase like
We'll
the
have our
X
new
right, they'll
our
have
new
the
verse of
the
Yeah.
new
the
X-Men. It's like if I was telling somebody to watch the movies, I don't think they would necessarily need to watch the original
X-Men,
X-Men,
First
which I mean, I
Class,
think
Which I
that those are
haven't
the
seen yet.
freaking best movies ever.
if you do want to understand the X-Men, you should watch them because they are really good,
I
especially
love
First
those.
Class.
Yeah, First
But
Class is like top tier, one of my favorite like superhero type movies ever.
there are stuff in the MCU that you can just skip over as well. Like what if? You don't need to watch the
Oh,
whole
Right,
what
yeah.
if to understand what's going on. Or like I what was it? Agatha All
Oh
Along.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think you need to watch that to understand what's going on
Right.
in
Well, and then
Doomsday.
there's also all of the like. Obviously,
There's
there's
the little
movies.
there's like what I think is so crazy how it'll go like, okay, you need to watch this movie, then 3 episodes of this show, and then you can watch this movie, and then the last 3 episodes of this show. Like, it's how the
It's
timeline like that is crazy.
it's kind of like it's kind of off topic but on topic. Star Wars, a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
people go through and say, okay, you got to watch all of these seasons of Star Wars the Clone Wars, then skip this season and watch all of these movies, now come back to this season and then do this, all these acrobatics, just so you can understand the whole timeline.
Yeah.
And that is what the MCU is going to turn into
Yes.
at some point. Like, what's the one newest one that came out that was in black and white and it had the guy who
Spider
voiced
Noir.
No, not Spider Noir, the one on Disney Plus with the guy singing, the Olaf voice actor. He's singing his rendition of, I don't know what it's called, but it's with the I
We're
never
looking
I
it up.
never watched it. Yeah, I never watched it, but
Well,
I don't
Ava
think you
looks
need
it
to
up.
watch that.
Speaking of, did you watch Spider Noir?
No. Are you
I
guys, is it
started
good?
it. I watched like the first 2 episodes, and I just really couldn't. I
I've
couldn't get
been
into it.
I've been seeing shorts on it, like people reviewing it, how he doesn't stick to walls and how he doesn't have like a no kill rule, which
Right.
fits Spider Noir. I played it's not called the Across the Spider-Verse video game, but it's a video game where you play as 4 different Spider-Men.
Oh
You
wait, that's
play
awesome.
as
Wonder
2099,
Man.
Spider Noir, Wonder Man. Yes, no, I don't think anyone's talking about that, and I don't think you have to watch
Right.
it
Yeah.
to like know what's going on. But Spider Noir, he doesn't stick to walls because he wears army boots and all of this stuff. That's the only stuff I see on Spider Noir.
That's
But
so interesting.
I
Yeah.
do like the way they portrayed Electro and Sandman in there, where he,
Yes.
instead, if he was made of electricity, he had like the electricity like scar on him,
Mhm.
and then Sandman had like sand on him. I think that was
Yeah. I
cool.
think I'll eventually finish it, but it was one of those that it was like I'm at the point where if a show doesn't grab me within the first like 2 episodes, I'm like I can't stay invested.
See, that's understandable. I'm watching Grey's Anatomy right now with Shay, and it's grabbed me. I am
Yes.
latched on. I'm watching all the time. But our trade-off was I'll watch 2 seasons of Grey's Anatomy with her. She'll have to watch Attack on Titan with me.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
But
I just
totally.
feel like Camden. Camden's trying to
Attack
get me to watch Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan doesn't grab you right away. You're
Right.
left with so many questions in the first season.
I've
So
watched about 5 episodes and I haven't gotten into it.
exactly. You can't it's so that's what happened with me when I started watching it first. Was I didn't finish it until 2 years after people were like, "Okay, you got to get into it," you
Whereas
know?
Grey's Anatomy, I think episode 3, a girl sticks her hand in somebody's body with a bomb in it. Like it's like
Yes.
from the get go, like,
Yes.
and it's like every other episode. It's like bombing, shooting, somebody breaking up with somebody, somebody's having a baby. Now these
Plane
people,
crash.
plane crash. These
Right.
people are
I'm
got
waiting for that episode.
like, oh no, don't no, that is sad. The plane crash episode. Oh, it's
Um,
too good. You'll never just be able to stop at 2 seasons. You realize that, right?
right.
Kyron?
That's what she was saying just now. We just finished it right before I got on this, and I was like, "We watched 3 episodes. We got to watch Attack on Titan." And she's like, "You can't stay away from this show that
Uh-huh.
long." And I said, I can if I'm watching Attack on Titan, but I at work I have been thinking about it. I talked to Allie about it. I was like, "Wow, this is
It draws you in. It's
yeah,
like it's the best worst show ever because I love
it's
it.
a
It
soap
like
opera."
it hits
It's
a peak and then it genuinely goes so downhill at one point.
I've never seen it.
I think my mom and Shay were talking about it, how it um once COVID starts getting
Yes.
involved,
See, it's like
which
season 18
if
or something.
if a show starts in the like early 2000s and gets all the way to COVID,
It needs
you
to
need to
end.
just I
The
think
show
you
is
need to cut it
still
off.
on.
Right. How is that possible?
It mind-boggling.
How do you
It
keep coming
really
up with
is.
things to
That's the
like
thing, is they
keep going?
like
Are they
it's literally
reusing
just
like
That's what
how
I'm saying. Like
chaotic can they get?
I have ideas, but I don't have ideas to go for 20
Right.
something, 25 years.
Right.
There's
I think it's
flip
gonna turn into
phones.
Riverdale.
It's worse than Riverdale.
Riverdale declined really fast. Like, I think the first season was teen mystery. We have powers. She's witchcraft now. Blah blah blah.
Yep.
Which is crazy that it's a spin-off of Archie Comics. It Archie Comics never does anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
mystery, but
And like,
They end in a like quad relationship
didn't
too.
didn't it
Yeah,
go on for
I
like,
heard
isn't
something
it
about
like
that.
7 or 8 seasons long?
It's like 7.
Okay, which is crazy to me that got renewed for 7 seasons, but The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina got canceled after 3, and that
3.
one is like
10
10
times
times
better.
better.
But it's network TV. Because have you guys seen Inside Job? The Netflix, watch it because it's about like this intern. She's as smart as Rick Sanchez, if that makes sense,
Yeah.
but she works for the deep state, and it's so good. It's good for 2 seasons, and then they canceled it so they can produce another season of Big Mouth. And I love Big Mouth, don't get me wrong, but I would rather see another season of Inside Job than Big Mouth.
A show that has a little bit more sustenance. Like, Big Mouth
Right.
was fun for like the first 2 seasons.
When I was in school.
Right. And now I'm like, all right, the jokes were funny when we were 18 years old and we were talking
Right.
about boobs and butts, but now I'm
Now it's
kind of
just
over
like-
it.
It's just like you're dragging it along, you know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
But-
So let's get into what we're mainly here to talk about: Spider-Man Brand New Day. So, we want to go through, and Kyron, do you have Letterboxd? Have we got you on this Letterboxd stream?
No, I do need to download
Okay.
it.
You need to download it. And
Any
if
movie lover loved
we're
it.
gonna go through and we're gonna read some of our favorite reviews from people on Letterboxd. And then once we're done with that, we want to get into theories because I've heard you have some really awesome theories.
I have, it's not that long right now, but I have a notes app
I love
for
it.
Brand
Yes.
New Day
Okay,
Talking
cool,
Points.
cool.
We were talking about it at work the other day, so we were going back and forth with Bree, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh, I
was
love
good.
it. I love it.
I have a couple that I liked. One of my favorite ones was it said Spider-Man versus the male loneliness epidemic.
Oh, that's
I was like,
nice.
yeah, same.
See, that's the best part
Right.
about Letterboxd is like some of them are like deep thought out reviews where it's like talks about, the mise-en-scène and the score and like the cinematography, and the other ones are just like, this fucking rocked.
Bree was so mad at me because I didn't realize Oh Yeah by Steve Lacy was in it, and she's like, "You're a fake fan."
Oh.
I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Steve Lacy. I apologize.
Sorry, Steve.
Well, did you see his red carpet interview where he spoiled that
Who Sadie Sink was?
Sadie Sink was Jean Grey?
I did not. I'm
He's
so glad I
completely
didn't.
spoiled.
He literally said something like, they said something about like, who's your favorite character? And he goes, well, I know Sadie's supposed to be the villain, but like, I just love her character. And we were like,
Everybody's That's when people put like 2 and 2 together.
you are never
Yeah.
gonna be allowed back on
That's
the movie Red
crazy.
Carpet.
I just love that Spider-Man people can't keep their mouths
No,
shut
literally.
at all.
Tom did so good just for. But actually, I did see. Did you see an interview? I want to say it was with Straw Hat Goofy, which I know you know who that is.
Mhm.
Where it was like, he was like, the interviewer was like, if you were in my shoes, what question would you ask yourself? And the question he said was, when is Miles Morales coming?
Wait, I didn't
We'll
see
get-
that.
Yes.
We will get into that when
Yes,
we talk
okay,
about
okay,
the
yes,
the
yes,
end
yes.
credit scene.
Right.
I have some stuff to say about it.
Okay, what are your other two, Ava?
This one is Peter gets sensory overload and suffers from white women mind control. Spider-Man too close to home.
Oh my god, that's what it should have been. Spider-Man too close to home.
Spider-Man brand new problems.
Brand new problems, valid.
I could watch those POV swinging scenes all day. Those were so
Oh my
Oh
gosh,
my
swinging scenes.
goodness. That's one of my things. It reminded me of Andrew Garfield
Yeah.
when he used to swing. Not as bug-like, but it felt like natural. It felt
Right.
good.
I feel like it's always like the first few like movie, they look like obviously they don't know what they're doing, and like clearly I don't know what I would be doing either, swinging on
Right.
some freaking webs. But this one, it really felt like he was one like with his webs and could so like fluidly move with them,
Hmm.
and the like sound quality of like the webs and like them sticking to
And
stuff and swinging in the
right, and how
breeze.
powerful his shooter, like web
Yeah,
shooters are.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was just, it was amazing. Like with what is his name? Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. I'm blanking
Oh,
on
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire. His was stiff, I would
Yeah,
say. Like
yeah, yeah,
when
yeah.
his in all of his movies were stiff. Andrew Garfield was bug-like. It felt spider-like when he
Right.
swung. And then the first three uh Tom Holland Spider-Mans, I felt like he was just they didn't show enough swinging. And when
Yeah.
they did, it was always like a close-up or like the one thing I would say was good about Tom Holland swinging was that bridge scene in the second one where he's
Mm,
fighting all
hmm.
the drones
Yes.
and like
Swinging around all of them. Yeah.
yes, like how versatile he how versatile he is when it comes to swinging. And then this one really showed how versatile he is with him fighting Hulk.
Right. Oh, yeah. I felt like you could really see how the variety of what he could do with his webs in this one. And like I know that
Yes.
obviously with his like mutation he was having more things, but like specifically when he's fighting the hand and he's like spinning through them, oh, I
Right.
was
Like
jaw dropped.
it's just like it shows how natural it comes to him. Like it's just muscle memory for
Right.
him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Mhm.
it's great. It was
Yeah, I
great.
think it's cool.
And like I know Tom, he always has talked about his stunts too, and like how he really wants to like do a good majority of them like on his own, and then the ones that he doesn't do, like he has like two or three really good stunt people that do like his other
I
ones.
know. I was curious watching this one because I felt like there was a lot of stunt performance and
Mhm.
I honestly a lot of like CGI type stuff. So I was curious.
Yeah.
I really want to see the breakdown of like
What's
what's CGI and
mhm.
like what's a stunt performer.
I think it was by Marvel, but they were showing a behind the scenes of Spider-Man and a lot of those still shots that he did in the beginning with him fighting Scorpion and him
Yeah.
like like the comic book
The comic book
cover.
shots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard that all of those were performed practically,
Oh, that's
and
cool.
which is really cool. I don't know how accurate that is, like, because there is some CGI shine to it,
Oh
but
yeah, totally.
I think it's just like filters and everything. But a
Yeah.
lot of it was, I believe, was practical. So
Yeah.
I think a lot of it was practical.
Right.
Okay,
I
my
mean,
last one is it's about Tom and Zendaya, and it says some couples have babies, but I guess releasing back-to-back billion-dollar movies is together is all right.
oh my gosh. Have you seen the Odyssey?
I need to.
Oh
I
my
need to.
gosh.
I have I have its book somewhere in my house, but I loved it when I read it in high school. I'm loving it now. I love watching live action because reading is so hard for me.
No,
It's
valid,
hard to
valid.
just stay in there, but I want to watch the Odyssey
It's
and
nice to have something come to life when you've read it,
right.
you know?
Exactly. I what was I was saying to someone the other day that it's crazy that Tom Holland has two movies in theaters at the exact same time,
Right.
and so does Zendaya, which
Yeah.
is such a power couple move.
And
What
Robert Pattinson. Doesn't
is
he have
he?
the drama still too? Is that still in
I don't
theaters?
I don't think
Oh,
the drama is
never
still
mind.
in theaters,
That would have
but
been three for Zendaya if it was.
yeah,
Yeah,
Zendaya and Tom and Anne Hathaway and Robert
Yeah,
Pattinson,
Anne
like
Hathaway too.
those four are taking this year
they
by
are
the reins.
really working themselves to death right now. Like I
Yes.
think they have a retirement plan and
Oh, for sure. Tom and Zendaya, they're like, we got married, we have a wedding to pay for, let's release
right.
as many movies as we possibly can.
Right.
Well, I just saw
And
that Zendaya, I think she's like the highest paid actor of this year because of her films, which I'm like,
really,
valid.
she has been like I feel like she's been in a lot of films lately, and
Well, and when you throw in Euphoria into that as
Yeah.
well, like,
she's also doing Dune 3
yeah.
as
Mhm.
well on top of
Hmm.
all of this stuff. She is
I think she has four, and then Tom has three. Wait, no, two. The Odyssey and this one.
Yeah.
And then Robert Pattinson did the drama, the Odyssey,
And Dune. He's also in
Dune,
Dune.
and he's doing a movie called Prime Time that's coming
okay.
out. And then Anne Hathaway has like
She has
oh,
so
so
many.
many.
Oh
Mother
my
Mary. The Devil Wears Prada 2, End of Oak Street, The Odyssey, Verity is coming out. Like
Verity comes out soon.
she's
Verity? What's Verity?
It's a Colleen Hoover book adaptation one. It's like, do you know like Reminders of Him and Regretting You, those movies that were also in theaters?
Shay just watched those.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, she just. I was.
Author is a little controversial,
But isn't this one supposed to be a little
this
more
one's supposed to be
thriller?
like her. Yeah, this one's a thriller, and it's supposed to be a little bit better.
My
And,
ears perked up because there's a mod on Minecraft called Verity that
Oh,
everyone's
yeah.
like doing,
No,
and it's a
this is
horror
like
mod.
a girl's version of a thriller. I
Yeah,
think.
it's
Okay.
it's like an author, which is Anne Hathaway's character, is like paralyzed, and she needs a ghostwriter, and that's Dakota Johnson's character. And so she's like goes to her house and starts writing for her, but like has to go through her library and everything, and finds this journal of her basically like talking about how she killed her 2 daughters that she used to have while she's simultaneously falling in love with Anne Hathaway's husband.
Oh.
But Anne Hathaway's character is not actually paralyzed.
I think
you just spoiled it. Okay, that's in the book though. Like, sorry, spoiler.
I didn't read the. I think I saw something about that book.
Do you want to read the book?
Someone told me about it, but like she falls in love with this husband, right? And then
Jeremy.
she starts seeing like movement out of the corner of her eye and like all this stuff. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be sad for that in the movie.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be bad. I don't think it'll be bad, but it's obviously.
Okay, but the other 2 were bad.
The other 2 were really bad. But
No, they're 2 Anne Hathaway's movies.
No. Colleen Hoover book adaptation movie. So Regretting You, Reminders of Him.
And it ends with.
Oh my god, I forgot about that one too.
Yeah.
Okay. Enough about Colleen Hoover. That's for another. We've already had that episode.
Yeah.
I want to hear your theories, Kyron, because I know that you have some good ones, and you're the most knowledgeable out of all of us.
Okay, so the first one it's not even a theory, but it's just something I wanted to talk about is the Hulk in Brand New Day. I thought this was the best Hulk representation since 2012. How big he was, how angry he was, the way he moved. The thunderclap, we haven't seen that since the first
I don't know much
Incredible.
about the Hulk because I haven't seen any of those movies that he's been in, so I'll leave this to you two.
It's just so it was just so refreshing to finally see not Bruce Banner Hulk or Thor Ragnarok Hulk, because Thor Ragnarok Hulk was great. I love Thor Ragnarok Hulk, but it just wasn't the Hulk I wanted, if that makes sense. But that's one of my talking points. We already went over the Spider-Man swinging. The end credit scene. This one I feel like is going to be a long topic, but I think Ava agrees on me on this one. I don't think it's Miles Morales.
Yeah.
It seems too obvious that it would be Miles Morales, and his movie doesn't come out until after Doomsday. So I don't see why they would tease Miles Morales for Doomsday if we're gonna have the same. I don't know if it's gonna be the same Miles Morales from Across the Spider-Verse either, if that makes sense. But Reese, I also agree that I can see why it could be Miles Morales as well.
I think it was just like there was so many like little things, like the pigeons, the Bad Bunny, the glitch, and then that one kid that Jean Grey possesses that literally looked like a Miles Morales. Do you know who I'm talking about?
When he was on the street after he like came out of the alleyway, and like Jean Grey was like
yes,
in his, like
talking about coming to get MJ. Yes.
It looked like I
just remember like hitting Reese being like, is this it? Like, what are we about to see right now?
And I know that it probably meant nothing. Like, I know that it probably meant nothing, but it just looked like what
I would picture
a live action Miles Morales to look like. And I was like, was this a weird
voice wise too? I feel like
was this a weird hint to it? Because obviously we know that there's crossover. Like, we know there's the Donald Glover of it all, and like
we know Miles Morales is alive.
Right, that there is a Miles Morales in the Tom Holland Spider-verse, and vice versa, because
We saw
of the,
Donald
the
Glover
Prowler
in the
being
Right.
in the
jail thing.
Right,
And
Yeah.
second movie.
I think it could be Miles Morales, but what I think they're gonna do is Tom Holland's contract is almost up, sadly. But we saw in Into the Spider-Verse like a really good Spider-Man dies. Miles Morales will have to take over that mantle. So if Tom Holland is gone, we might get a Miles Morales like mantle passed down, like a
Right.
rite of passage, you know?
Do you think that they would transition Miles Morales from the animated films into live action to continue his story, or keep his story in animation?
I would hope they kept his story in
Keep it in
animation.
animation,
Yeah.
because those are
I
like some of the best
They're my
animated movies
favorite.
ever.
yeah, like the fact that I like that they wanted it to be, if you pause it, it can be a comic book cover
Oh,
or
totally.
anything.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's I want them to keep it in animation and bring someone new, someone fresh to do Miles Morales.
See, do
Like
you
a
think
different
since
story.
like Doomsday isn't you correct me if I'm wrong, because I obviously know nothing about it. Is Doomsday meant to be like everybody?
I think it's gonna be like another Endgame,
Yeah.
kind of like
So,
another
is there
Endgame.
potential that Miles Morales shows up in Doomsday?
There is a good chance. I just don't think they would do it that soon. There's just gonna
Yeah.
be, it's
Especially
like,
because his Doomsday comes out before. Like,
yeah,
there's so much that
Well,
we
and
were
Miles
left
is
off
still in the middle of a huge plot point right now, so
right.
they can't take him away from
Sure.
that. To
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
in
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then
Doomsday.
it would take you out of the whole Beyond the
Yes,
Spider-Verse
right,
stuff. I think there's too many moving pieces in Doomsday for them to introduce new characters, bring like obviously they're bringing old characters back, but not too many old characters.
Aren't they introducing the new X-Men in Doomsday though?
Yes, which is something I wanted to get into as well. Is it gonna be the X-Men that Wolverine and Deadpool and Wolverine are from? Is that his universe that he's from? Or is it a different X-Men group and he just so happens
I watched a TikTok kind of on this today where it was like the different Earths. So like Fantastic Four is like Earth, like a certain Earth compared to the Earth that the Marvel characters are on, and
Because
then the new X-Men are on a completely different part of Earth.
Are they?
Yeah.
Because they say that the Fantastic Four, like from the movie that came out last year, they're a part of Tobey Maguire's Earth.
I didn't see anything about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
I never
not.
seen anything about
Interesting.
that.
I don't
But-
know. I don't trust anything that I say.
I
guys.
wouldn't be surprised. I would think that the Chris Evans Human Torch would be more from the Tobey Maguire universe because they came out around the early 2000s, all of that, but
Right.
we never
Well, 'cause
get
there's
any
a Fantastic
mention.
Four that has like Miles Teller in it.
Yeah.
Is that like not involved whatsoever?
I don't know who Miles Teller is.
Oh my god.
I'm really bad. I'm
Okay,
really bad with actors' names unless
no,
they're
valid.
but
But that's the thing, is what you're saying about the Wolverine is like the Doomsday trailer had a different mystique. Obviously, it's not Jennifer Lawrence.
yes.
But like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is from the original X-Men, and so if
I
he's
just
gonna
think he
play
keeps-
Wolverine, like is it? I mean, I think
They're
is it
the
just the fact
same.
that like it's gonna be a different, like how there's different Spider-Mans in other universes. It's just different
Yeah.
mystiques in
Yeah.
other universes too.
Well, yeah,
I
because
would like
we've
to
already
think so.
seen different. Well, if you saw Multiverse of Madness, we've already seen different like Fantastic Four characters and Professor X, and
We've also
stuff
seen
like that.
different Doctor Stranges and
Yes.
Sorcerer Supremes.
Yes,
We've seen a lot of
Okay, so I need
so
to watch Multiverse of Madness. Is what I'm
I
hearing.
actually really
It's
love
not-
Multiverse of Madness. Not gonna
I
lie.
didn't I
Oh, okay.
think
So-
it didn't fit. Like, you have the Marvel universe, you watch all of it, you get colorful.
Mhm.
Then you get Thor Dark World, which is dark. Then you get colorful again and all these funny jokes. And then you got Multiverse of Madness, which is supposed to be like this horror movie everything. And for what it was promising of, oh, it's universes and multiple, you're gonna see everybody, it's gonna be this, but it's, you only see it in a split second of
Yep.
you go to this one, you go to this one, you go to this
It's
universe,
chaotic.
and
It's a
now
chaotic movie. Very
it
chaotic
is,
movie.
and then you settle in one universe for the rest of the movie. Then you go back to the universe,
Yep.
and then it's like, okay, so we traveled all those universes, and we still got pretty much no answers for any of the multiverse
Especially at the
stuff.
very end. There's no
Yes,
answers at the very end either.
right. He just like grows a third eye, and then they go somewhere else,
Yeah.
which doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't. It just wasn't. It wasn't my cup of tea. But I can see why people would like it. They did. There was a lot in Multiverse of Madness that like really caught my eye. Like one of the universes when he's with American Chavez, that they're falling through the multiverse. Right? There's a instance where it's the Stark drones from Far From Home. You see all of it like just an industrial planet of Stark drones moving back and forth, and people are thinking it's Tony Stark like Prime or something who's evil, but we're already getting an evil Robert Downey Jr. Doctor Doom.
So
So
do you think this variant of Doctor Doom is the variant that was Tony Stark?
I think Kevin Feige said that this Doctor Doom is just completely different. It's not a Tony
Yeah,
Stark
that's what I was
variant.
thinking too.
It's just Doctor Doom, and I do want to hear uh like his motive for everything. Like, is he just out for destruction? Like, why? What's happening really?
Right. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. So get into, if it's not Miles Morales, what do you think that the end credit scene meant?
I truly don't know.
Okay.
That's
Cool.
all I can say.
That's what we were like,
Because my theory is someone has to be using the app. It's not just picking up a tracker on Spider-Man. It has to be
See,
someone
here's the
clicking
thing.
it.
How did it go off when he was in Ned's apartment?
unless MJ did it.
I mean, but she's standing right there.
But-
Why would she go into the Spidey thing and be like, "Oh, he's a Spidey sighting in my house"? Like,
But all of those people are. He said it was in his building. So all of those people,
But
say there's like 50
Yeah.
people in there in his building.
True.
Statistically speaking, at least
Right.
2 or 3 people saw Spider-Man in there. So there's a good chance that it
I
was
think
just
I
someone
saw
using.
somebody say that it could have been using like his something about, I don't even know, but like
Spidey sense?
I don't remember what they said, but something about like his,
Aura.
he gave off a signal, like something in him, his like mutation gave off a signal or something like that.
I mean, that would make sense because I think people forget that Ned is smart, like like Peter. Like,
Right.
he would understand how to make that work. He developed an app for everyone to use. So I wouldn't be surprised if he knew something about his tech in any way, because that's another thing. The spell that made everyone forget Peter Parker didn't make them forget Spider-Man.
Right.
Ned must remember that he was best friends with Spider-Man at some point. He probably, as best friends,
Well,
if
like
I
he
was
said, he knew that Spider-Man had saved his life multiple times.
exactly like I just think there could be something in his suit that is setting something off, but I genuinely think that it is just someone using the app, and I need to watch more stuff about it to see what it possibly could be. Like, New Rockstar, if you guys know who they are, you should definitely watch them because they break down everything, comic books, everything about MCU stuff, and it's really good. But I didn't like the end credit scene either. I thought it was too.
Okay, is there ever end credit scenes in Marvel that are like pointless?
They just leave so much room for interpretation. Just like,
Yeah,
well, like
especially this one.
No Way Home end credit scene was for the new Venom movie, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, because it was like he left a little bit in
Yeah.
the bar that he was at.
That one went nowhere, and I think they are doing something with that. I think we just got to be patient with a lot of
Yeah.
end
That's
credit
the thing,
scenes.
is it's like a
But
movie that came out 10 years ago could have had
That
an end credit scene
they-
that links to a movie that comes out
That
now.
did happen with
Eternals?
the Scorpion that we had. There was an end credit scene
In
from a
Home-
movie in
In Homecoming,
Homecoming,
yeah,
that end
the
credit
end
scene, which
credit
was
scene was with the Falcon
Yes.
and Scorpion in prison. Yeah.
yeah. So then
Yeah.
that didn't pay off till like now technically.
Well, that's the thing, is it's like you wouldn't
I-
know who Scorpion was unless
You watched that end credit
you
you
scene.
knew that end credit scene, and yeah, if you just knew, yeah, that they were characters from like comic books or whatever. Like I feel like I knew that Scorpion was a character within like the Spider-Verse, but I just didn't know that he was involved with it until I saw that end credit scene.
Right. There was another end credit scene that has gone nowhere, and I think it was just a cash grab, but the Eternals end credit scene with Harry Styles.
Oh yeah.
We haven't seen anything with Harry Styles since then. I genuinely believe that the Eternals aren't going to show up in Doomsday. I don't think they're going to
It
do.
was just a cash grab for Harry Styles.
Yeah, I think it was just a pointless movie that they
I
were
mean-
like, let's just like. I think the only thing that will come from it is the Celestials, but we've been seeing Celestials since Avengers 2012. Like
Mhm.
we know the Celestials are there, and you still didn't even show them in Eternals, you know?
Right.
I don't know. It's just there are a lot of I feel like there's so many end credit scenes that do go nowhere or don't get answered for 5 years. Like
And then yeah. Well, we also talked about how what we thought, like, well, I saw online was it connecting to something with like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is what some theories said, and like his Earth, and then also connecting to Secret Wars because the Thunderbolts end credit scene said that they were fighting a space thing, and
yes.
yeah, all kinds of stuff like that I saw
I
online
watched the
too.
Thunderbolts before this podcast
Oh.
so I could have some
Okay.
background on that end credit scene. I think Doomsday is going to pick up right after that end credit scene.
I feel like I've seen that too, because it was like Thunderbolts was meant to happen like 14, or the end credit scene was like 14 months after Thunderbolts ended, but then this was supposed to be like 2 months before Doomsday or something like that, and so it all kind of coincides to where like
I think I saw that
those
too.
all are working a timeline together, like Brand New
yes.
Day, the end credit scene of Thunderbolts, and
Yeah.
Doomsday.
Yeah. Crap, I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, with Secret Wars. You dropped Secret Wars. Unpopular opinion, I think, for a lot of casual MCU fans, I wish they killed Spider-Man. I wish they did,
We talked about this too.
mainly because with the Venom end credit scene, in Secret Wars, Spider-Man dies. And then he comes back because the Venom suit brings him back. And then we would finally get a Tom Holland black suit Spider-Man for Doomsday. And then we could get our Secret Wars movie as well, which would have been so much money, so much fan service. It just would have been the best, I think the best option for Doomsday.
So is there potential
I was gonna say,
for
with
them
that-
to do Doomsday,
Mhm.
kill Tom, do another movie for Tom that involves Venom, his black suit, to bring him back, and then do a Secret Wars film?
Or Doomsday, random movies in between, then Secret Wars of him being in the new suit.
I think that I think the Doomsday with Tom Holland movie in between and then
Yeah.
Secret Wars
Because I
would be
feel like
great.
people say like there's got to be one more Tom Holland movie. Like
I
feel
don't
like
think
Yeah.
he's not done.
No,
not done.
he's not. This is
He's
another
their
unpopular
moneymaker
opinion.
right now.
Yeah,
He's not done.
Yeah.
another
Those two
unpopular
together, him
opinion.
and Zendaya, like
I think Tom is by far one of the best Spider-Man we have had in a while. Like
they just
I love
each have
and
like good. They have good things about all of them. Like I think that you have Andrew to me is like the best Spider-Man. Toby is the best Peter Parker,
He's
and
the
then
awkward nerdy
you
guy.
put them both together,
And
and
that's
it's
Tom.
Tom.
yes, because Tom in Brand New Day, I was laughing out loud. It was refreshing to see Tom be his awkward,
Yes,
Yes.
quippy self
exactly.
while
Socially
also being
awkward, like
Spider-Man. Like
yes,
when
yes.
he was getting scanned and he said, like when he was doing his little pose while scanning, I was like, yes, Spider-Man would do that.
Right.
He
It's like
would.
the I think it just shows like the how the suit gives him this level of confidence. I feel like you really
Yes.
get that like
The
black
different
and white
dynamic.
different dynamic between when he has the suit on and when he doesn't.
And it was also nice to see that he was actually depressed. Like Peter Parker was depressed. I
He was
love
depressed.
that. I
I love that he
love
was
that it
depressed.
was. I love that it was. He's losing himself as Peter Parker. He has no
Right.
outside life. He does nothing but wear the suit, and
He's
it was
becoming the spider. He's becoming yeah.
exactly. Weird sentence, but I'm glad he was sad. I'm glad
Right.
he was
So
sad.
do you think that the mutant like the mutation suppressant that he created is going to then play a part within this next within Doomsday with the X-Men and just all the spider,
I
or all the superheroes and their mutations and things like that?
I wouldn't say Doomsday. I don't think they would do it that fast since they just introduced it, but I think Secret Wars or the
Yeah.
movies in between Secret Wars it will have a play because I think they're gonna make inhibitor cuffs, and I think the defense place in Brand New Day, I
Mm-hmm.
think they're gonna start hunting mutants down, if not already hunting
Mm-hmm.
mutants. And
Which, well, I
I
mean, is pretty much exactly what they did with Jean's sister. Is they like
yes,
hunted her
Yeah.
down and used her for testing, and so and
right.
yeah,
Who's to know
And
that they didn't have other already people captured like that too.
I want to think they were teamed up with Hydra too from Age of
Mm-hmm.
Ultron with Scarlet Witch and
I've heard of
Quicksilver.
Hydra.
I know that one.
We
um,
had one night where Ava explained the entire MCU universe
At that
to
point,
me.
oh my
this was years ago.
goodness.
This was years ago. And when I tell you, when I was like, okay, repeat back what you just said, like what I just said, she'd be like, okay, so Hawkeye and Bucky are the same person. And I'm like, no.
Right.
She would like say things being like, or like Vision and
Red Skull.
and Red Skull are the same. And I was like, girl, no.
Okay, yeah, they just
But like,
developed.
I'm building on something like this could
You
be a
could
theory.
follow. Yeah,
She
exactly.
tried
It
to
just
make it a
spans.
musical too.
They already beat you to it.
Yep.
There's a Spider-Man musical. Reeve plays Spider-Man.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. What was I saying?
Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I thought it was funny.
I forgot what we were talking about too. Kind of blanked.
That's gonna be Shay. That's gonna be Shay when I try to show her all the movies. She's gonna be like, "Okay, I'm following along. I got
Right.
it."
Yeah.
Oh,
It was so funny.
Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. They were experimented on, but they got their powers at birth, which with mutants, they're not given powers like how Spider-Man gets his
Right.
powers. They're born with it, and it just manifests at puberty. And
Mhm.
so I think that they are hunting them down, and mutants have always been a part of the MCU's main universe, and Jean Grey is just actual evidence of mutants being here. And I'm wondering if Jean Grey's gonna be in Doomsday since we just saw
I
her.
feel like this was
I
like their opportunity to introduce her before putting her in.
Yeah. So I want to see how she interacts with Cyclops because the Cyclops we see is the Cyclops from X-Men that from those first movies.
Is it the actual character or is it going to be somebody new?
I think it's the same guy. I think
Really?
the same guy who played him in the first movies
Because I've seen a
or
lot of people like fan cast Patrick Schwarzenegger, the guy who's playing August in Beach Read.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Augustus, yeah.
Yes.
I've seen people fan cast him. I've seen a lot of really weird. Somebody fan casted Mason Thames to be Cyclops, and I was like, okay, we just want to see more Mason Thames.
People just want to see whoever they want and won't give an opportunity to an unknown name.
Right.
Do we not know who it is yet?
Let me look. I'll see if I can find it.
I mean, here's the thing: is I'm like, if the movie, can we not see the cast list already? Because that's kind of
Right.
what ruined like Jean Grey, I feel like is because we could see that Sadie Sink was in the cast list.
Right. Let me see. Because it's not the
It's probably a bit
guy
spoiler.
from Scott. No, not Scott Summers. What is his name? James Marsden. Is that not him in the trailer of Doomsday?
Oh, interesting. You know that's the guy from Hairspray, right?
Yes, I
Yes,
do
no, it
know
is
it's the
him. It
guy
is
from
him.
here.
It's
Yeah.
It is
in
him.
Doomsday
It is
2.
him. I'm not
Mm.
sure if it's him in Doomsday 2, but that's wait. Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
wait,
Yeah,
it is him.
Yeah, it
Okay,
is.
slay.
Yeah. So I want to see because he's already been
Yeah.
with the Dark
Okay, but
Phoenix
then
and
that's
Jean
like,
Grey.
who are they? I mean, they've clearly recasted Jean Grey because there's a Jean Grey in the original X-Men. And so I'm like,
Yes.
what are they going to in any way explain or just gloss over the fact that they are like
I think
recasting some people
Okay.
and not others?
in yeah, I think they're gonna do that because in Multiverse of Madness we saw Jim. I'm gonna call him Jim from The Office. We saw him as Mr. Fantastic,
Yes.
but now we have Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're gonna be like the whole. They look different in this universe, but that's because we wanted to bring their old people back or get a reaction from the audience.
I see.
She's been in the other one. Maybe she's the like actual person that is speak, like the person that's in the.
Oh, I don't know. You need to watch them. They're so good. I love Jennifer Lawrence.
I do wish she was coming back. It would be nice to see her in an MCU project.
Yeah.
I want I one thing I've been wanting that's been on my mind since Brand New Day is I want to see how everyone reacts with everybody.
Yeah.
Like I want to see the Fantastic Four react with the new Avengers. I want to see Deadpool and She-Hulk together because they both break the fourth wall. So I want to see how that.
It's the craziest family reunion ever.
It really is. It really is. And it's going to be so chaotic and I want to see how they do it. And this is going to be so sad, but I think this is going to be Chris Chris Hemsworth's
Chris Hemsworth.
last Marvel projects. I think they're going to kill Thor off soon.
Damn.
He's been the longest lasting.
He really has, and I think they're going to be like, okay, this is it. And there was in Deadpool and Wolverine, there was a scene of, I think it was Thor crying over Deadpool or Deadpool crying over Thor. So I want to see if they do anything with that or if it was just a gag of like, oh, this is what's happening,
Totally. Yeah.
But I'm really excited for Doomsday, if you cannot tell.
Yeah.
I'm very excited too.
Well, Kyron, thanks so much for joining with us and giving us all your good theories and just all the good Marvel intel. I know that you two know more than I do, but this was a really fun episode. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode.
I did enjoy it. Thank you for having me. I was talking to Shay the other day, today actually, and she was like, "Is it crazy that you're going to be on the same podcast as the lead animator for Leica Films?" And I said, "Yeah, that's insane."
Yeah. So, we have quite the range of people and of topics that we have.
So we just like to watch all kinds of things.
Hey,
you just never know. You never know what you're going to get around here.
Exactly.
So things.
We watched The Long Walk the other day, and I know Shay texted you about it, and I don't know if this has something. this has something to do with the MCU, but I don't know his I don't know his name in The Long Walk, but the actor for the winner is playing the new Black Panther.
Yeah.
And I thought that was great. I love that his sister brought the mantle, but I thought it always felt like a placeholder. And I can't wait to see what he does.
He's gonna be so good.
He was so good in The Long Walk.
You should watch Waste Man.
I need to watch it too.
Waste Man has him and Tom Blythe, the guy who plays
Coriolanus Snow.
And President Snow in like the newest one.
Okay.
And it's so good. That one is a really good movie too. And I just feel like it'll give you more intel into like his range and what he can do and how awesome he is as an actor before that. Because oh my gosh, he's so good.
You said what was it called again?
It's called Waste Man.
Waste Man. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I will watch
Awesome.
it. But thanks for
Yay!
having me,
Thank you
guys.
so much,
Thanks for joining
Kyrie.
It was
in.
very
All right,
fun.
everybody, we love you guys. We hope you tune in, and to next episode is our final episode. So make sure that you subscribe,
Final
listen
episode.
to
This
this one
season.
of the season.
Okay.
So, love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.